Hello, it's another week. Next week we're gonna be starting the last week, the end of this July, and we're expecting to have the first Friday for the coming week, of which we'll be having a news of NFP. So it will be a very volatile week. So just be careful, trade with proper risk management. So today we're going to be looking on the market analysis for the coming week, which is going to begin on 29th of July and going to end on 3rd of August. The first pair which we're going to be looking at is ZAUUSD, and this is H4 time frame. On ZAUUSD, we're going to be looking on the bearish direction, as we are still anticipating that this is the head, this is the first shoulder, this is the head, and we are anticipating it will form the second shoulder so that it can drop down. So a good view can also be seen. As you can see, a trend line has been broken and has clearly been retested, so we're anticipating to move down for the coming week. This is ZAUUSD and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which we're going to be focusing for the coming week apart from ZAUUSD is CAD Chief. How about CAD Chief? For the CAD Chief, you're going to be looking on the bearish direction for the coming week. The reason behind is because we have reached the point where there is a support or resistance and also there is a trend line. So there was a broken support or resistance which is now being retested. So we are anticipating that price will continue moving down toward this targeted area. So we wait for our entry at the confirmation at this area so that we can enter, so that we can go toward this area. This is CAD Chief and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which we're going to be focusing on for the coming week is AUD JPY. Yeah, for AUD JPY we still believe it's going to be bullish, and the reason behind for it to be bullish is because of head and shoulder pattern. It's because of head and shoulder pattern. The head and shoulder pattern can be seen very well. If you look very well, this is the first shoulder, this is the head, this is the second shoulder. Because of the consolidation, so we are very consolidating almost 2 weeks on this area. So we are looking for our entry at this area. When we miss an entry from there, we get another entry at this area. Then we move toward this targeted area. This is AUD JPY and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which we're going to be focusing on apart from AUD JPY is Safe JPY, and on Safe JPY we're going to be having a bearish direction. The reason behind is because our trend line has been respected and we have like a consolidation. We had a consolidation for almost 2 weeks, so we're anticipating when the market successfully break either this trend line, it will break and retest and move up, or it will break down and go down. But high probability is that it will break down, so we wait for our entry after the broken of this support or resistance, or the broken of this trend line is when we're going to be getting our entry. Yeah, this is Chief JPY and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which we're going to be focusing on is Euro JPY. On Euro JPY, when you go back to daily, we can see a clear trend line has been broken, which started from the bottom. It has been broken and it has clearly been retested for this week, so we're anticipating that price will continue moving down for the coming week. Where is our target? Our target is just this area here, a very small area at this area. So we are targeting like 100 pips, like 100 pips. Where do we get our entry? Our entry confirmation, we will look at it when price makes a confirmation at this area, or when it successfully breaks this support or resistance and give us another entry at there. This is Euro JPY and this is a short time frame. Another pair which we're going to be focusing on is GBP JPY. For GBP JPY for the coming week, this is very challenging pair, but there is a flag formation which signifies continuation, and the reason behind is because of the broken support or resistance, but also there is a trend line which has been broken, so we're anticipating that price will continue moving down. And the reason behind for it to continue moving down because it is the continuation pattern of the flag which has been formed at this area. Where are we targeting for the coming week? When we go back to daily, we can see our target. Our target is this area here. Yep, this is GBP JPY and this is daily time frame. Another pair which we're going to be focusing on for the coming week is NZD JPY. And for NZD JPY, let's go back to H4. For NZD JPY, we're going to be having an up move toward this area. Then from there we get ourselves moving down. The reason behind for us to continue moving up toward this targeted area is because of wedge pattern completion of wedge pattern, and the reason for us to go down is also the reason of wedge pattern trading. This is the DJPY and this is H4 time frame. Where do we get our entry? Our first entry we get it here, then we buy toward this targeted area, then we will sell from there toward this area. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on apart from the DJPY for the coming week is USD JPY. And on USD JPY we're going to be having a bullish direction. The reason behind is because of clear double bottoms formation. So our entry will be waiting after the break and retest of this support resistance, and the targeted area will be that one. This is USD JPY and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on is CAD JPY. On CAD JPY we're going to be having a bearish direction, and the reason behind is because of clear head and shoulder. This is the first shoulder, this is the head, this is the second shoulder. So our first entry we get a confirmation there. If we miss an entry there, we wait for a break and retest of this support or resistance or trend line, then we get a second entry toward this targeted area. This is CAD JPY and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be looking at for the coming week is Euro AUD. In Euro AUD, we're going to be looking on the bearish direction, and the reason behind it because we have come across a trend line, and also due to head and shoulder pattern which has been observed in the past. So we're anticipating that price will continue moving down toward this targeted area. This is Euro AUD and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on apart from Euro AUD is Euro USD. For Euro USD, let us go back to the daily. For Euro USD, we're anticipating that price will move up, and it will move up toward this targeted area. From where it is toward that targeted area, and the reason behind we're anticipating that this is the first double bottom. It is forming the bottoms at present due to the break and retest of this broken trend line. So we're anticipating this is the second bottom, then it will move toward that targeted area. This is Euro USD and this is daily time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on apart from Euro USD is Euro CAD. And for Euro CAD, when we look on the daily, we can see multiple rejection due to this trend line here. Multiple rejections which were made due to the presence of this trend line here and due to wedge formation. Though this is challenging pair because we have a trend line which has been broken, and also we need to respect it. This is a wedge pattern, so high probability to move up. Let us go back to H4 so that you can see where do we get our entry. Due to the broken trend line, and a good retest has been observed, so we're anticipating to look for our entry toward that targeted area. It has been consolidating for almost 2 weeks now. Yeah, this is Euro CAD. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on is Euro Chief. For Euro Chief, we can see a clear retest of the broken support or resistance, so we're anticipating to see a down move, and this down move going to start for the coming week. If we miss our entry at this area, this will be our first entry point. Then we wait for a break and retest of this support or resistance. Where do we target for the coming week? Let us go back to data. Yeah, we are targeting at this green zone here. This is our target. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on apart from Euro Chief is Euro GPB. And Euro GPB, this is daily. Let us go to H4. For Euro GBP, we're going to be having a bearish direction, and the reason behind is because of the broken trend line first, and we can see market has just made some like a pullback. When you put a Fibonacci retracement, when you place a Fibonacci retracement there, we can see we have reached it to a certain level which is very demandful. So we can see the target which we have reached, so we're anticipating that price will turn to on this area. We try to turn around at this area, so we're going to be looking for entry confirmation at this area so that we can short this pair. This is Euro GPB and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which we're going to be focusing for the coming week, apart from Euro GPB, and this is our last pair, Euro NZ. For Euro NZ, we're going to be looking for a bullish direction, and we're going to be waiting for like a pullback. After a good pullback, then we get our entry toward that target. So we'll be looking for a buy opportunity on Euro NZ. This is Euro NZ and this is H4 time frame. For those who need mentorship, training, account management, contact us through the description information. Our contacts are there. And don't forget to subscribe this YouTube channel. Don't forget to switch on post notifications so that you can be alerted whenever we are releasing this analysis. Don't forget to join our Telegram channel to see some results of results of analysis which we have performed in the previous week. Happy paper chasing week traders.